How many people spend years climbing the ladder only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall? From the outside, everything looks successful. The title, the income, the recognition. But on the inside, there's a quiet voice asking, is this really why I came here? If you're a Leo rising, Chiron moving through your 10th house isn't here to take your success away. It's here to redefine what success actually means. So, hello, welcome into Intuitive Dreams 1111. This is a channel that focuses on both astrology and tarot. Today, we're talking about Chiron moving into the sign of Taurus. So, when Chiron enters this house, your career becomes more than a way to earn a living. It becomes a path towards healing. So for Leo rising signs, Chiron is asking you one profound question. Are you building a life that impresses other people or one that genuinely fulfills you? That question becomes the compass of this entire transit. So let's talk about the 10th house. It governs everything connected to your public life. We're talking about your career, your profession, business, leadership, public reputation, recognition, achievements, legacy, authority figures, employers, promotions, long-term goals, social status, and accomplishments. This is the house that answers the question, what will I be remembered for? When Chiron enters this house, you begin examining whether the path you have chosen truly reflects who you are. So during this transit, you're going to be healing your relationship with success. Chiron in the 10th house is healing old beliefs about your achievements. So perhaps you believed, I have to prove myself. I'm only valuable when I'm successful. If I slow down, I'm going to fall behind. Nothing I do is ever good enough. I have to earn my recognition. These beliefs often begin early in life. Perhaps praise only came when you achieved something. Maybe mistakes were criticized more than effort was celebrated. Perhaps you learned that love had to be earned through accomplishment. Chiron gently brings these beliefs into awareness. And it's not to criticize you, but to free you from them. So during this transit, career changes with purpose. Many Leos experience significant career developments during this transit. So this could include you changing careers, maybe starting a business, or becoming self-employed, or receiving a promotion, maybe living a career that no longer feels meaningful, or becoming a leader, maybe discovering a calling that feels deeply aligned. Not every change happens immediately. Taurus prefers steady progress. The goal isn't simply a different career. It's just more an authentic one. Taurus wants lasting success. It teaches patience. So rather than chasing quick recognition, you'll begin building something sustainable. You may become more interested in long-term financial security, building a trusted reputation, creating a business with lasting value. developing expertise, or becoming known for quality rather than speed. So your career becomes more intentional. So you'll likely stop asking, how fast can I succeed? And you'll begin asking, how can I build something that lasts? So part of this transit is about healing authority wounds. So this transit may bring awareness to old dynamics involving your parents, your bosses, maybe your teachers, your mentors, or your supervisors. So perhaps you felt constantly judged, maybe never good enough, or afraid of disappointing authority figures. Maybe you were pressured to meet impossible expectations. As Chiron heals these wounds, you'll become less dependent on external approval. You'll begin trusting your own judgment. So during this transit, becoming the leader you need is one of the gifts, of Chiron, transforming the wounded experiences you've had into wisdom. So you've worked under difficult leadership, possibly. You may become the kind of leader you once wished you had had. You'll likely lead with compassion, integrity, patience, encouragement, stability, authenticity. People will trust you because you've learned through your experiences and not ego. So during this transit, there can be public recognition because the 10th house governs visibility. So when Chiron moves through this area, you may become more publicly recognized. That doesn't necessarily mean fame. It means being known for your work. So people during this time can launch businesses, build successful YouTube channels, become coaches, write books, speak publicly, lead organizations, build influential brands. At first, visibility may feel uncomfortable for you. Old fears of criticism or failure could surface during this time. But healing teaches you your purpose matters more than what other people's opinions are. So during this transit, there can be a legacy over popularity. Taurus encourages long-term thinking. So during the transit, you'll likely become less concerned with temporary recognition, and you're going to be more focused on lasting impact. So during this time, you may ask, what difference do I want my work to make? Who am I helping? What will remain after I'm gone? These questions shift your attention from popularity to purpose. So during this transit, we're going to look at healing the work-life balance. Some Leos, their success has come at a personal cost. So you may have sacrificed your family time, your health, your relationships, your rest, and your joy. Chiron reminds you that true success includes your well-being. You don't have to destroy your personal life to build a meaningful career. Sustainable achievement actually requires balance. So a major transit for entrepreneurs and content creators is going to happen during this transit. If you're building a business, a YouTube channel, coaching practice, or a personal brand, this can become one of the most significant career transits you'll experience. Chiron will ask you to stop creating content solely for algorithms and approval. Instead, create authenticity. People are drawn to creators who share real experiences. So your willingness to discuss your lessons, setbacks, and growth may become the reason others trust your work. Ironically, your imperfections often become the greatest strengths. So this transit brings a shadow side or a challenging side. And that's with every transit because we learn from them. So Chiron transit brings moments of self-reflection. So you could experience career uncertainty, imposter syndrome, fear of public criticism, maybe questioning your purpose. You could have leadership challenges, feeling overlooked, or difficulty defining success, or perhaps pressure to meet unrealistic expectations. These experiences aren't signs that your path is wrong. They're opportunities to build a stronger foundation. So the gift of Chiron being in the 10th house, by the end of the transit, your greatest achievement may not be your job title. It may be your confidence. You'll stop measuring success for applause. You'll define it by fulfillment. You're going to trust your abilities. You'll build a reputation based on authenticity rather than perfection. You'll become a leader who inspires others simply by living your values. And you'll realize that legacy you leave isn't just what you accomplish. It's how your work changes people's lives. So what are the practical ways to work with this transit? You reflect on what success truly means to you, not to society. Build your career patiently rather than chasing quick results. Develop your expertise in areas you're passionate about. Strengthen your leadership skills with empathy and integrity. Be willing to pivot professionally if your career path no longer reflects your values. Share your knowledge and experience publicly, even if you feel vulnerable. Prioritize long-term fulfillment over short-term recognition. So the final message here, if you're a Leo rising, Chiron's journey through Taurus in your 10th house is one of the most important career purpose transits of your life. The 2026 preview includes themes surrounding reputation, leadership, achievement, career, and legacy that reflects your deepest values rather than your deepest fears. By the time this transit is complete, you may discover that your greatest accomplishment wasn't a promotion or an award or public recognition. It was becoming somebody who no longer needed external validation to know their own worth. Because Chiron in the 10th house teaches one of the most empowering lessons in astrology. Success isn't about proving your value to the world. It's about expressing your value that has always existed within you through work that serves a purpose greater than yourself. When you stop chasing approval and start living your calling, recognition often follows naturally. And that is the enduring gift of Chiron and Taurus through the 10th house. A legacy built not on ego, but authenticity, resilience, and meaningful contribution. So if you find this content to be helpful and you like it, please be sure to subscribe, share, comment, and like. That is what helps this channel to grow, and it helps to get this same content out to other people who need to hear it just like you did. So until the next one, I hope you find this well. I love you guys. I will talk to you soon.